Hi guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to class today. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Okay, so if you're joining us, I want you to drop something in the comment section. Tell us your name and tell us where you are joining from. We're finally live and it's taking some seconds of delay, but then I'm glad we are live now. We are starting. So today we are looking at email copy and everything about email copy. And if you've had interest on email copy for a very long time and you've been struggling on how to find your feed, how to start, what to do, how to keep up with it, the mistakes you've been making, how to do it right, how to have double conversions and increase your sales. If you've been having those struggles, then this video is for you. If you're also a copywriter and you've been thinking of how to start writing emails, this video is also for you. So I'm going to just spend the next 1 hour, or let's say 45 minutes or 30 minutes teaching us email copy, and then we'll talk about ads copy and sales copy. Okay, then I will show us some examples and share my screen for us to get to see samples of email copies and how people that have used it in the past have used it to make more sales. Okay, so welcome everyone to class. If you're joining us, please drop your name, tell us where you're joining us from, and tell me that you're excited to be here. Tell me if you're excited to be here. I want to feel some energy in the comment section. All right, so without further ado, I'm waiting for our comments in the comment section, but we're going to start immediately because we don't have much time to waste. Today's video is going to be as fast as possible and it's going to be very, very brief, so we all can go back to what we have to do. Right, so we are looking at email copy, and I want us to first of all understand that email copies are very, very relevant. Okay, they are very, very relevant now and even in future. You might be thinking, do people still read their emails? Are email copies still relevant? Is this still something I should learn? Yes, email marketing is very, very important. And the truth is that someday, somehow, just the way it happened in 2020, that there was lockdown and people couldn't go out, people couldn't do other things they're supposed to do. Probably someday, somehow, we're going to hear that the internet is down, or you can't you can upload videos on YouTube, or you can use your Facebook again, or you can use your WhatsApp. So if all those platforms are down, how else would you make sales? Let's say the internet is still there, but all those other social media platforms are down. How will you make sales? So email copy are things that email copy or email marketing is something that is here to stay, because almost everybody has email and it's an easy way to send messages to people, get messages from people. It's an easy way to pitch for clients, pitch big companies, reach out to their MDs or reach out to their CEOs, or get to send your job application. Emails are still relevant both now and in time to come. So email marketing is very, very important, and it's something that is accessible to everybody. Some people are not on Facebook, but they're on TikTok. Some people are not on WhatsApp, but they're on Facebook. Okay, so not everyone is on all the platforms, but you see email. Almost everybody, even youths, okay, to secondary school, the old, the aged, the advanced in age, almost everybody has an email, because before you even access anything on the internet, they'll ask you for either your Google account or your email account. Okay, so every single person, almost everybody has an email, so you can always reach everybody through their email. And yes, we know that to a large extent some people do not read their email, but in America about 70% plus do read their email. So email marketing is very, very important and it's very, very relevant. Okay, all right, so I'm going to be teaching us how to use our emails to reach out to clients. How do you reach out to clients? So we call that pitching. Okay, let's assume you want to pitch to a company, you want to pitch to Coca-Cola as a copywriter, you want to pitch to Nivea, you want to pitch to, let's even say you want to pitch to Amazon, or you want to pitch to any business whatsoever, even the small businesses around you. Okay, how do you get to write an email to them that is going to get to them, they're going to receive, they're going to give you a response, and probably emails that will not enter their spam or that will not enter the promotion section, because these days People send emails and then the emails enter the spam section. I'll be sharing my screen towards the end of the class to show us how these things work. You can send an email and then it just goes to the spam section, or it goes to the promotion section. And then once it gets to that area, people are less going to click that video. They are less going to give attention to that, because people get emails every day, many emails every single day. So guys, it's very important that you learn how to write an email that will get to people and get into their account, like come into them as a primary message, or come into their emails as a direct message from you to them. Okay, so how do you get to pitch your business through email to your clients? The first thing you have to do is to get to know your clients. Who exactly are you writing that email to? Whether you're gathering emails from people that are registering or subscribing to your newsletter, or whether you're trying to write an email to a business or write to the CEO of your business, you need to find out the name of the company or the name of the person you're writing to. Most importantly, or most preferably, get the name of the person you're writing that email to, okay? Get their full name. So why is it important to get their full name? Because it's best when you're addressing someone with their name. You're writing an email to them and then you're addressing them with their full name, or you're addressing them with their first name. It personalizes the message. It internalizes the message. It makes it, personalized. They feel you're writing to them. They feel you have a personal relationship and connection with them. So they can listen to what you're writing or watch whatever you're writing, because it is the personalized message. I've seen many people send email to me and they are writing my name on that email. Hello, Fatimba, good afternoon, or hello, Fatimba. Not because on a normal note I have a personal relationship with them, I might not even know them, but because they're trying to pitch and they're trying to write to me directly, what do? They write my name. So get to know the full name of the people you're writing the email to, okay? Get to know their full name. Get to know the nature of the business they do. You're trying to build a rapport. You're trying to individualize or personalize the emails you're sending. So find out the nature of their business. Find out things they do. Find out the products or services they sell. You'll find these things out for yourself, because it's going to help you know exactly how to write or how to communicate with them through your email. So find out the kind of people their business cater for. Okay, who are they selling to? Who are their audience? Find out this information. Find out their current struggle. Okay, what are the current problems that those ones are facing? Okay, what are the current things these people are facing, and make sure that you're doing the opposite of what other emailers are doing. Do not write an email like every other person. Do not write an email like every other email you get in your account. Okay, make sure your email is different, that you get to personalize the email, and the email should be personalized by getting what's this information. Get to know their name, get to know the nature of their business, get to know the product or services they sell, get to know who their audience are, get to even know their competitors, get to know the name of their CEO, get information about the business, because it's going to be incorporated in your write-up, and it's going to make it easy for whoever you're writing to pay attention or to read the email. So many persons see their emails, but they don't read it. They open their emails, they don't even go through it. Okay, rarely do people even open their emails. So you have to make sure that you're put in such a way that is different, it's personalized, and as though you're talking to someone that knows you already. Okay, now if you really want your email to stand out, here are some things that you need to do. Now take note of these things, because they're going to help make your email stand out. Even if someone does not know you and you're writing to them, your email will stand out and they will feel belong, they'll feel connected to you, and they'll listen to you. So if you want your email to stand out, what are you going to do? Number one, address your client by their first name. Okay, address your client by their first name. Most times I open emails, when I see my name on it, it's as though the person knew me or knows me and is writing to me. Okay, so get to know the first name of the person that you're writing to. So you can write hello Faith, or hello whoever you're addressing the email to. So address your clients by their first name. This is specific for words, for emails, because for each email to a person, you're writing to a person, you're writing to an individual, you're not writing to a group of persons. Even if you're writing an email and then you're sending it as a bulk email using any of the email platforms, there is a way you can segment it and set it in those email softwares, and the name of the first name of the person will appear in the person's email. Okay, So make sure that you're addressing your clients by their first name if you're writing an email. Number 2, share value. Most times people just get to write emails to sell. Okay, you write and then the aim of the email is to give them a call to action to sell a product. That is going to scare away your clients. That is going to scare away whoever you're pitching that business to. So if you really want to get their attention, if you want to stand out, first of all, address them by their names, their first names preferably. Okay. Now, secondly, share value. Don't always send emails that are selling. Don't always send emails that have call to action, and the call to action is buy this product or sign up for this. Don't always sell with all your emails. Okay, provide value. You can just give them a hint. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to be showing us how seller sent me a particular message that drew my attention. I mean, first of all, they personalize their message. Okay, they call and they write my name in full. And secondly, they don't always sell. They don't always tell me to click a link to buy this product. They sometimes just send an email to give me an information, to give me a message, okay, to tell me how to make more sales on seller accounts, how to sell my product, how to sell my services, how to sell my copywriting class, because I had to put one of my businesses up there in the account. Okay, so they just provide me information, and those information make me to open their images, open their emails often. Why? Because I know that they are not always selling. That email is not always selling. That email is providing value. It's adding something to me. I'm going to gain something that is going to increase my sale. So do not allow your email to be selling a product each time you're selling. Okay, share value. That's number 2 point. Number 3 point, keep your message straight to the point. Okay, don't be telling long stories. It's an email. People have short attention span. So you're just going to open it and want to know what exactly this person is talking about. And if it does not interest them, if it's too long, they might not get to the end where the main information is. Okay, so keep your message very, very short. Start with the person's name, first name. Number 2, make sure that you are, first of all, start with the person's name, start with the client's first name. Number 2, make sure that you're giving value. You're giving value to your clients. Number 3, make sure you're going to the point, that you're hitting the nail at the head, and you're keeping your messages short. Don't make it too long. Okay, I'm going to give us 4 different email templates that work all the time. That's going to help you make more sales. That's going to help you engage your clients. That's going to help you get their attention. We'll still get to that, but just note these things because these are points that will help your email to stand out from other emails. Okay, number 4, write with authority and self-respect. Write with authority and self-respect. Don't be begging in your email. Don't be pleading with them to buy your product. Even if you want to sell a product, do not beg. Do not plead with them. Do not use all those persuasive guilds, blackmailing words. Avoid those words. Okay, avoid those words. Talk with respect. Talk with confidence, knowing the products you're selling, knowing the value you're adding to their life. So make sure you write with authority, write with respect, especially if you're trying to pitch a business. Probably want to pitch a business, you want to pitch to a business and tell them that you are a copywriter and that you love to offer their services in their business. Make sure you talk with respect and talk like someone that knows who he or she is doing. Okay, people want to be sure you know what you're doing before they patronize you. So talk with confidence, talk with courage, talk with self-respect. Move your stuff, okay? Move your stuff with confidence and let them know that you actually have a good grasp of your business and your business dealings, okay? And number 5, as much as possible, say something about your business, okay? Do not just comfort and then you're telling them you can do this and you want them to employ you, okay? Introduce yourself. It's just so wrong that you chat someone up for the first time. The person does not know you, the person have not met you, and all of a sudden you're already studying to the person or you're already asking the person certain questions. No, the proper thing is what? Introduce yourself. Let them know something briefly about your business that should convince them to patronize you. It's just like a job interview, okay? You're trying to go for a job or you're trying to convince whoever is judging you or whoever whoever the judges are. You're trying to convince them to accept you or to employ you, and in doing that, you're not just going to give them all the information about you in those few minutes you have for the interview. No, you're going to give them the appropriate information that is going to convince them to buy your product. So guys, whenever you are trying to write an email. Make sure that especially if you're writing for the first time, make sure you give them an information that depicts what you're doing, and specifically something that relates to their business that should convince them to employ you. Give them relevant information. Give them relevant statistics, okay? As much as possible, say something about your business. Number 6, make the client feel comfortable with your message, and don't overhype yourself. In as much as you're giving information about yourself, about your business, do not overhype yourself. Don't overhype yourself. Don't give so much praise to yourself. Make sure that you're giving relevant information, okay? You're keeping comfortable with the information you're giving. Give your best and keep it short. Now, put your name at the end of the message. Let them know who is sending them that message. Don't just finish typing and then at the end, in as much as you introduce yourself or say something about your business, end it as though you're writing a letter, okay? From so and so person, write your name at the end. I'm going to show samples of what email copies. And even if I'm trying to connect my system, but it has not been working. I'm using my phone currently, but I have so many screenshots that I'm going to post on the class group chat, so you get to see what the samples are, okay? But just keep business in mind as you're preparing to write your email. Now, number eight thing you must know about email copy that will help your email to stand out is to tell them how they can reach you if they are interested in working with you, okay? So don't give them information about yourself, and the long run, you don't put an information about you. Put the contact. How do you want them to reach you? Do you want them to send you an email back? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to DM you on your WhatsApp or somewhere, or your social media platform? Make sure you're telling them how to reach out to you in case they want to work with you. It's just like you submit an application letter to a company. You definitely put your number there because you want them to have a way of getting back to you if they're satisfied with your services and they want to employ you. So make sure that you're putting those things right there in your email. So with this information, your email should be good to go. You should have an appropriate email that should convince your clients, okay? So now I'm going to be sharing with us 7 other email marketing tips that you must use. The truth is that if you just write your emails anyhow and use words anyhow, the email softwares are going to sieve out emails. They can push some emails to spam section, they push some email to promotion section, some will come into your phone into your email as primary emails, okay? So if you really want your email to get to the primary email, for Gmail not to push your messages to the spam section or to the promotion section, then you must note these 7 email marketing tips, okay? Number 1 is that you have to avoid spam triggers, okay? There are spam triggering words that you use in your email that is going to make email software to push the application to push your email straight to spam, okay? And people do not read emails that are in spam. I rarely read emails that are in promotions because I already believe that those emails are promoting a product, okay? They're trying to sell, they're trying to, just advertise something. So I rarely open my promotion, just once in a blue moon. I rarely open spam messages, okay? Sometimes I don't even know that messages are in spam because they don't come in as my normal email. So to avoid the email you're trying to send to your clients, you're trying to send to your subscribers, or whoever you want to send the email to avoid those emails getting to their spam section and their promotion section, avoid using spam triggering words. And what are those spam triggering words? Words like cash, words like bonus, words like free, sales, make money, amazing, opportunity, freedom. These words are words that email have already classified as spam words, okay? So if these words are occurring in your email often and on, they are going to put your email to spam because they know you're selling something. When they see make money, they know you're trying to convince your clients to do this to make money, or to buy this product to make more money, or this is an amazing opportunity, or this is a way to get financial freedom, this is a way to make more cash, or this is a bonus. They already know that is a spam. It's not a personalized message, okay? So avoid these words in your email. Delete them. Each time you finish writing an email, probably you just write out of the way you want to converse, the way you want to talk, and just write your email. That's beautiful, that's fine. After you're done writing that template, or you're done writing your first draft, make sure you go over it again and delete those spam words. remove them and replace them with words that are outside of this words. Okay, if you go to site like HubSpot, they get to give you a list of words that will be classified as spam words in email. So write your email, write your copy, and once you're done with it, go over it again and make sure that you're deleting every spammy words. Okay, now number 2, avoid spammy formatting. Okay, there are some formats that you're going to use that is also going to appear as word spam. Example of those words are example of those formats are exclamation marks. Once you start using exclamation marks on your copy, on your email, it's going to be moved to spam section. Okay, because exclamation marks are more like you screaming or saying voila or hooray or this. Just make an exclamation, and most people that use those exclamation marks are people that are selling a product online. Okay, you rarely use exclamation marks when you just type an email, a formal email to send to the company or to send to your boss, or just normal email system. It's you rarely use those exclamation marks. Hi David, I see you. Welcome. Thank you all for joining. If you're joining us, just type in your name and tell us where you're joining us from. Okay, tell us your name. Tell us where you're joining us from, and I want to say hello and hi to you. Okay, so we are talking about email copy, and we are looking at 7 email marketing tips. I feel that this class this time is not going to be very long, but 5 things we should be done. So these are the things you must note, and we've said the first email marketing tip is to avoid spam trigger words. Okay, avoid spam trigger words. Then number 2, we said avoid spammy formatting. Okay, if you're still with me, I want to say something in the comment section so I know you're here. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe as you're joining us. Subscribe to the channel so you always get updates whenever we post new videos. Okay, all right, then number 3, keep your subject line simple. Keep it as short and as straightforward as possible. Keep it simple. Okay, don't overhype, don't write too much, don't begin to use so much constructive words, so much high quality words. Try to keep it as simple as possible. I mentioned that earlier, that you should avoid making your copy very long. Number 4, write friendly. Write as though you're talking to somebody. Write as though you're conversing. Write as though you're talking with a friend. Okay, don't sound too professional. Don't sound too technical. Okay, don't sound too highfalutin. Just use friendly words, especially if you're trying to pitch to a business or to someone, or you're trying to send an email to those that subscribe to your account. They subscribe because they want to connect with you. Okay, they subscribe to your email account because they subscribe to your email because they want to be connected with you. They want to know your updates. They want to get maybe your newsletters. They want to get information about your business. They want to know when you upload new videos. If you're a YouTuber, they want to know. They want to have that connection with you. They want to know the stuff you do. So talk to them on a friendly note. Don't start sounding so official. Don't sound so professional. Don't sound so highfalutin. Make sure you keep it word friendly. Write friendly emails. As in, there's this guy that always sends emails to those that subscribe to his account, to his email list. Okay, and his email always starts with my name first of all. And not just that, he will talk to me as though he just addressing me. It just comes as though it's his voice I'm hearing talking to me, and I just enjoy reading his emails. Okay. And that is the same principle that you should apply, because the more friendly you are, the more you're breaking those barriers, those words of limitations, those words of distance. You're there and here, and you're trying to tell me something or pass information to me or sell the product to me. It just breaks that. It just brings that close connection, even though the person is not seeing you. So write friendly, and copy should be written with friendly words. Okay, write friendly and avoid sounding like a marketer. Don't be sounding like you're always selling. Even when you're selling, don't always sound like a marketer. It repels clients. Okay, don't always sound like a marketer. Write friendly. Write your emails with friendly words. Write your email with conversational words. Write your email as though you're addressing someone and you're having a normal conversation with them and you're just talking with them. Okay. Now, number 5, stay relevant. Okay, stay relevant. Sometimes you're writing emails that are already out of date or things that do not have any relevance to our clients. Stay relevant. Add value to them. Okay, add value to them. Have a reason to write an email. Don't just bombard your clients or your email list with so many emails at a time. Today you're sending an email, tomorrow you're doing the same. No, make sure that you have a reason why you're sending an email. Add value, okay? Add value to your clients. Make sure you're adding value to them with each email you're sending. Now, number 6 is manage expectations, okay? Your clients have expectations. They should expect something whenever they pop up in their phone that you sent an email to them, okay? There should be an expectation. Either they know that each time you upload a new video, you're going to send an email, or they know that each newsletter is carrying information that is going to help their business or help their life or help their whatever area that you're into, okay? Let their expectations be met. Make sure you're managing people's expectations well. That is why you shouldn't just send emails anyhow without any reason. Okay, if not, they get to just lose interest. They know that unnecessary emails come from you, so they get to lose interest. But let it be that they're expecting your email. They're expecting to know when you uploaded your next video. They're expecting to know when your email comes in next, because they know you have an information for them. You have something that's going to help them. There's someone that does that a lot, and I enjoy his email anytime he sends it. There are 2 people. In fact, I had to sign up with a new email account, because my old email account, I get so many emails that I sometimes the main email, the ones that I actually need, get mixed up inside those emails, okay? So I had to sign up with a different email for those people, because I need to be reading their emails. So people should have expectations. People should expect your email. People should have, some value they gain when they read your email. So make sure that you're managing expectations, you're staying relevant. And number 7, aim to engage first. Whenever you're sending your email, aim to engage first. Engage them first before you sell. Let the selling of the call to action not be the primary aim, okay? Let's not be the primary aim. Let the first aim be to engage them. Engage your clients, okay? Aim to engage them. So your write-up, your email should be more engaging than it sells, okay? Let's engage them. Let it make them want to give you feedback. Let's make them want to type something and send back to you, or ask you for more information. Engage your clients, engage whoever you're writing that email to, okay? So these are the 7 different email marketing tips that would help you market well. These are different from your ad copy. It's different from your sales copy. These formats are different because these other ones, you can use those words, okay? You can use those spammy words and it will still sell. But when you come to email, these are specific things that you have to do in order for you to make more sales. I think I would want to project my screen at this point, okay? Just give me 1 minute. I want to show you an example of what I'm saying, an email copy. I'll just show you a screenshot. If my system was on, I would have just shown us, I would have just opened my email, one of my email accounts, and shown us how a sample of an email that I love so much and how it gets to me all the time and why it gets to me all the time. I would have used it to analyze, but all the same, I will just share a very quick, should it be a slide video file? I'll just share a very quick file with us, okay? I'll just share a very quick file with us and show us exactly how the email works. Okay, so just a minute, let me just bring out this file very quickly, okay? So you just have to screenshot this one that I loved so. Okay, so I don't think I can upload it. It's saying it's an invalid file. I would have to send it on the class group chat so you can see it from there, okay? So it is an email from seller, okay? Seller, I once uploaded my, I uploaded my GCC class on seller, okay? selling my products there, so that people that are outside the country, because there were some people outside the country outside Nigeria wanted to register, so I had to upload it in Stellar so they can use that platform to pay for the class. Okay, so that is how I subscribed to Stellar, because I had to input my email address there. Okay, so now Stellar sent me a message, and then don't just send me a message. Of course, there are some things they want me to buy, or some things they want me to pay for, some things they want me to do that comes in some of the emails. But some of the emails, or most of the emails, are more of information and educative emails. They just tell me what to do to make more sales, to attract more people to come and pay for my class. They just give me information and ideas, and it makes me want to open their email each time I say it. Okay, so they just make you friendly. Okay, you can just tell you have an abandoned they just give me information. You have someone that wants to buy. There's a way they put it that is very interesting. You have someone that wants to buy that not complete their sale. Do what to check up on the person. They even give me ideas on how to check up or follow up my clients. So those kind of things would make me open. And the more they click, the more it's favoring them. Okay, the more it's pushing their emails. The algorithm is favoring them. So it just gets to me, and that is how email should be. It should be informative. It should add value. Even the ones that are going to sell to someone, even the one that is going to carry buy this, or I'm selling this, or pay for this product, or click this link for more, or even have bonuses. Just make sure that there's a value that people are gaining. There's an expectation, and the more you do that, the more it's going to be easy for people to fall in love with your emails, and they will want to always click your email. So if you want to start using email marketing, just make sure that you apply these 7 email tips. It's going to help boost your email. Now the problem now is that copywriters sometimes are not in charge of these things. Okay, copywriters sometimes are not in charge of these things, because we just write the email copy and send to our clients. But sometimes it's good to, because you're writing these things, and this, especially those ones that have to do with spammy words and spammy formatting, they are things that we can control. Okay, so that ones now depend on our clients and how we upload it. But things that we can control as copywriters are what's the spammy words or spammy formats. So as you're writing your copy, make sure you avoid those spammy words, avoid those spammy formats. Keep your subject line simple, write friendly, stay relevant, aim to engage first, and then manage expectations. So when you do these things, and then even if it's not your email you're sending, or even if it's not your email you're sending, let's say you're sending to a client, it will definitely sell because you've done your part. Okay, so if we don't do these things and we send it to our clients, we might have written beautiful copies, probably using the sales copy format, or the ads copy format, or landing page format, and use it to write email copy. Our clients will think that we do not know what we are doing. Okay, even if we write wonderful copies, but then there are these mistakes there, it's not going to increase the clicks, it's not going to increase conversion. Okay, it's still going to have that lag. Okay, the click-through rate is going to be low, the conversion rate is going to be low, and the problem would not be from your copy, because you have written something beautiful that is convincing and persuasive. But because these little things were not taken into consideration, it won't sell. So you're a beautiful copywriter, yes you are, but if you're writing email, and if you're doing email marketing, okay, if you're writing email copies or email sequences, make sure you apply this principle specifically for what email copies. Okay, now there are 4 email templates I want to teach us finally before we get to talk about sales copy and ads copy and call it a night. So 4 email templates that you can always use that would work, that would increase your conversion rate. Number 1 is the click magnet. Okay, the click magnet is just a short and sweet, no more than 10 words, okay, in an email. These ones engage the clients more, engage whoever you're writing this email to more, especially to those that have signed up in your email list, okay, for your newsletter or for whatever they signed up for with their emails. This click magnet just makes the email short, makes it sweet, makes it simple, less than 10 words. It could be asking a question, it could be, just giving a hint, example. You can just say, Faith, are you still interested in my baking class? Okay, that is a short email that is going to make me engage, because you're asking me a direct question. I would have probably put in my email somewhere where I saw you talking about your email class, your cake baking class and all that, and I would have signed up. Okay, so you sending me a message probably as a reminder. I can just say, Faith, are you still interested in the baking class, or in this class, or whatever that is attached to it? That's a very short email, but then it gets attention. It's called what? Click magnet. Now it's magnetic. Why? Because number one, you're keeping it short, you're keeping it simple. The client can easily open it and read. Number four, you're asking a question, so it's going to engage your client. Okay, it's going to engage. You're asking a question that is directly to me, and it's going to relate to me because I intentionally put my email in that site. Okay, I intentionally wanted to register for something. That means I have interest. For me to even impute my email somehow means that I have interest in that area. So if I have interest in that area, you sending me message like that to ask me further question is really going to get my attention, because I would want to respond. I have interest in that. And the way you twist the question and the way you put your question can also be what attractive, can also be what engaging. So number one is what? The click magnet. Okay, the click magnet is an email template that you can use, and it will get more engagement. Okay, hi James, I see you. Welcome, thank you for joining the class. We've already done a lot, so you would have to go back and check. If you're just joining us, you would have to go back from the beginning and watch the video. In the past 5 minutes, I've been talking specifically about email copy, so it's going to give you ideas and more information on email copy. Okay, all right, so next email template that works is the objection killer. The objection killer. I told us when I was teaching us about copies that one of the things that have to be there in your copy is what? Objections, like handling objections. You must learn to handle objections. Now, in handling objections, you're asking the questions your clients would have asked and you're giving the answer. So you ask questions that your clients would be asking in their minds, or would be worried about, or could ask even in the future, and you're answering them now. So you're basically handling objections. Okay, so objection killers, you can use a storyline in your email, and that storyline would handle any objection that could come up in your client's mind. So these are ideas that could come when you're preparing your email sequence. So objection killer is a good email template that you can use. Okay, so you have a storyline, then you have your beautiful headline, you have your subject line that is direct and then interesting and intriguing, and then you have the hook, which is going to be a continuation of the story. Okay, so this is a template that you can use, the objection killer, and it handles every question your clients can be asking. So you can have different, you can use any of these magnets in your email copy. Okay, you can send the first email that is a click magnet, just ask a question and expect your client to give a response, and then follow it up with words. This second type of template, which is the objection killer, where you tell a story and then you get to hook your client with the story. Okay, then number 3, you can use the fire sale. Okay, the fire sale. And the fire sale, you're keeping it simple. You're telling them what they expected to do, and you're telling them how to do it. Okay, you're just giving them direct information. It's more like you're adding fire to them. You just saw them, it just comes, and you're just giving them the information. Okay, you're telling them what they expected to do, and what they're going to get. You're telling them the discount you're giving them, or the premium package you're giving them. You're giving them a strong reason why they have to sign up for that package. You're giving them a reason why they have to get that discount, or why they have to get that premium package. And then number 3, you're putting more scarcity. So it's more like adding fire. When they say adding fuel to fire, you're trying to increase the fire. Okay, so you're adding fuel, okay, and adding more fire to their bosom to ginger them to take an action. So that could be an email template that you use. So you're starting with their name, and then you're giving them information about the discount and the premium package, and then you're telling them why they need to get that premium package, and then you're putting scarcity, telling them it's urgent, they have to get it. And when you're putting scarcity, attach a reason for that scarcity. Either you're attaching, you're saying for my anniversary, or to celebrate Christmas, or celebrate New Year, or for my birthday, I'm doing this discount. So attach a reason for that urgency, so and put a time limit to it. Okay, all right, James, I hear you. I see what you replied. No problem. And every other person that joined late, please do well to check back the videos, the class, okay, from the beginning. Now, number 4 type of email template is the soap opera template. Okay, this one is more like a series where your first email is not encompassing. Okay, you're doing like seasonal movie, or you're doing it like series. Okay, serial video, or serial movies, or serial story, or write-up that people are expecting to read the next thing. They're expecting to read they are waiting for the next thing to come out, the next email to come out. So this type used to increase click rates, okay, because the story doesn't finish in the first email. There's a place you click to read more. So that link will send them to somewhere else where they get to read more about the storyline. So that is a soap opera kind of template where it's continuous, okay, and it's intriguing. And people that write that are people that are very good, copywriters that are very good with storytelling, okay, because you're going to have a story plan, you're going to have a sequence that is well planned out, that is going to keep them engaged, okay, that's going to make them want to click the next link to read up the other part of the story. So these are 4 different email templates that you can always use at any time to sell. I don't know if you have any question about email. I know most of us in class said we wanted to learn more about email copywriting, and I've been able to give us a hint on that. It still follows the same format of the building blocks. So we've talked about the building blocks of copy, of writing and copy. You still follow that template of the hook, your discovery story, unique mechanism, down to your CTA and down to handling objective. Okay, we talked about that in the last class. Okay, the building blocks of a great copy. If you've not watched that video, please do well to go back and watch that, because that's the fundamental, that is the basics of everything copywriting. I took time to explain the different steps, how to even give us an example of killer headlines that you can use, the body and down to the CTA. So go back and watch that video. So that's the same template that works for email, just that there are just some things here and there that you need to tweak, which I already spent time in today's class, the past 40 minutes talking about. Okay, so those things, if you just tweak them here and there, just tweak them here and there, it's going to come out as your complete email copy that is going to stand out and it's going to double your sales. Okay, so don't forget the 7 email marketing tips I talked about. I talked about the 4 email templates, and I also talked about 8 different ways to stand out in your email marketing. Okay, so I don't know if you have questions about emails. I also started by telling us the relevance of email, because email is very, very relevant for business, for it's more professional. People even prefer to get email messages than get WhatsApp message or get Facebook DM or get Messenger DM or get Instagram DM or Twitter DM. People prefer to have you text them on email. It makes it look more serious. It makes them consider you as you really want this, like you really want this. People want to submit applications through email. People want to write to CEOs of companies or pitch your business through email. So email marketing is still relevant and will keep remaining relevant even when social media platforms are down. Okay, if anything happens in future and any social media becomes obsolete or goes down, it won't be email. It won't be email, because email remains relevant. Okay, so are there questions about email marketing that you have? I want to take them before I quickly talk about ads copy and sales copy. Okay, then we'll call it a night. Are there questions we have on email copy, something you don't understand, something you want to know? Of course, there are different email softwares that you can always use to put together your email, do your segmentation, arrange them, get your email list. Okay, I didn't talk about email lists. I don't know if you want to know about that. If not, I'll push it to the last class where we are going to be talking about clients. Okay, we have clients. We have a session where we're talking about clients and how to get clients. Then that way, I will teach us in that class how to get email lists. But are there other questions about email and email marketing that you would want to know? Okay, Grace, I see you. Welcome. Yeah. You're late, but then the video is still here. You need to go back and play it again from the onset. Okay, so you get everything we've said in the past 43 minutes on email marketing. All right, James said the 4th one, please. Click magnets, objection killer. Okay, I said the fire sale. The fire sale scarcity is not there. The first one is the click magnet. The second one is the objection killer. The 3rd one is the fire sale, and the 4th one is the soap opera, which is more like the series. Okay, the storytelling that has to come in series. So these are the 4 different email templates that you can use. If you don't understand any of them, still ask me and I will take our time to explain it. Click magnet is just short and simple, less than 10 words. You're asking a question, you're trying to engage your audience, and the rest of that. Okay, all right, in the absence of any question, I'll just go ahead to talk about the sales copy. Okay, things that you must do to have a perfect sales copy. So I'm going to be sharing with us 10 elements that every effective sales copy must have. We've already talked about the building blocks of a copy. So I want to tell us 10 elements that your copy must have, your sales copy. And when I say sales copy, I mean any copy that sells. Okay, we've talked about the special scenario for email copy, what is special about email copy, and how to stand out in your emails. Now we are talking about sales copy and 10 effective things that must be there to make your email copy sell. Number one is what? Attention grabbing headline. I'm just going to list them out because there are things I already took out time to explain in the last class, but I want to just pay attention to those other 10 elements. So number one is attention grabbing headlines. Okay, make sure your headline is attention grabbing. Number two is your hook. Okay, let your first sentence keep your audience reading. First sentence should keep your audience glued. Number three, if you're selling something, if you're saying, for example, you're selling a fire extinguisher, make sure you show it. Okay, show it. That's why images are very, very important. Let's see that there's at least one image in your sales copy. Don't just write it, don't use images. So if you're selling a fire extinguisher, show it. If you're selling a cake, show the cake. Okay, let there be a picture that shows what you're selling. These are elements that will make your sales copy sell more. Number four, mention the benefits of what you're selling. Okay, but focus most importantly on one and explain the benefits in detail. So write out the benefits of what you're selling, explain it, focus on one. That one is going to be what I call it's going to be your unique mechanism. It's going to be your outstanding, what's going to make your copy outstanding, something that's going to make your copy different from others. Okay, your unique mechanism. So now I'm going to say so many benefits your copy gets or your product would provide for your clients or for your customers. Make sure you're focusing on one that makes it outstanding, that makes it different from every other product that others are selling. Okay, now number five, tell them all the bad things that would happen to them if your products are not there. If they don't see the disadvantage of not having your product, they might not see the need to buy. So tell them the benefits, yes, but also tell them the disadvantages of not having your product, what they tend to lose. People are always afraid of missing out on something. I mentioned that as one of the emotional triggers. They're always afraid of something, of missing out on something. So give them that idea, let them see or let them know that something bad could happen to them, something worse could happen to them. These are the things that will happen to them if they don't have your product. Now, number six, include testimonies. Okay, testimonials always go a long way in convincing people, especially your cold and warm audience, like I explained the last time. Those that have never been in contact with you, those that have never bought your products in the past. As much as you can to include testimonials. Okay, frequently ask questions, give them answers to it. You know the questions that people will most likely ask, okay, about your products. Frequently ask questions. How much is it, or what is the advantage, or how long does the class last? Frequently ask questions from experience that people ask about your products. Answer them. Okay, include your testimonials and answer those frequently asked questions. Number seven, summarize your offer again. When you've done all these things, talk about your offer again, summarize it. Add a payback guarantee, something that will sound more convincing and make them know that you're not scamming them. Then add a call to action, and once again end with something emotional. Okay, so give them your offer, add a guarantee, give them a call to action, what you want them to do, that to sign up or buy or send a message or send GCC to so number. That's the call to action, what you want them to do. And then you end with something emotional. Remember that people buy out of emotion and justify with logic. Don't forget that ever. Okay, don't forget that ever. People buy with logic. People buy with emotion rather and justify with logic. So if you close by adding something emotional, do this for your children, do this for the next generation, fulfill your dreams, have your dreams come through. All those emotional ginger that you can give them to, seal up everything you talked about. Add it at the end, and then you're done. your sales copy is good to go. So these are factors that you should put in place. Don't miss out any of these elements in your copy. Okay. Now here are basic rules. Finally, on sales copy, here are basic rules that you must follow whenever you want to write a copy. Okay. Writing content that sell, you must follow these basic rules. Number one, not every piece should be selling something. I keep emphasizing this, okay, because it's very, very important. If every single piece you're putting out there in your social media platform is selling something, you're going to lose your audience. If they know that they're always going to buy this product or buy that product, you're going to lose them. So what you do is you can do 2 posts of that add value to your audience, and then another post that sells. Okay. Sometimes you can even make a post that adds value to your audience, and then you add a CTA, a call to action, and that call to action is going to be to buy your product or to market your product. So let every copy you're putting out there on your social media platform not always sell. Let's not always sell something, not always be selling something. They know that the end result of every gist you're going to gist them is to buy. It's going to draw your audience away from you because they can predict that you're selling something with every post you're making. So avoid that. Give 2 posts that add value to them. Let them not even predict or know when you're trying to sell. Let it be that they are always acquainted, they are already glued to you, they already trust you, they're already enjoying the value you're giving to them, and then you can now add a sales copy, a copy that would sell the product. Okay. Now your paragraph should be short. I really want to appeal to us to apply these things. Some of us write copies and then those copies are very long or they are not organized. These are basic rules you must apply when writing your copy. Paragraph should be as short as possible, easy to read, 2 to 3 sentences max, and then you go to another paragraph. If you go check my Facebook account, okay, when I write posts, when I make my posts, I try as much as I can to space out. Okay, I don't make my paragraphs too big. Okay, so you can just see a paragraph that has 2 to 3 sentences, and then I'm already jumping to spaces to start another paragraph. It's going to make it clear, like it's going to make your write-up very beautiful and well arranged. So your paragraph should be as short as possible. 2 to 3 sentences are enough. You do enter, you press enter. Okay, enter. If you compare the posts I used to make in 2015, 2014, 2016, these are most of them are clubs. Sometimes when Facebook sends me a reminder and I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I actually wrote this, I actually arranged this. Then I was even using abbreviations. I was using D, like letter D as THE, as day. Okay. So now I laugh at myself when I see those things because that was unprofessional. That was not it. I wouldn't do that mistake now for any reason. Okay, so try to space out your work. Let there be a difference with the way you write your copy now and the way you write it before. Space out your work very well. Okay, arrange it properly. 2 to 3 sentences are good for your paragraph, and then press your enter twice. I used to prefer pressing enter twice so that the space is clear. Okay, then you start another paragraph. Then use bold letters. Okay, for Facebook, it doesn't really work for Facebook because I've never seen a way to make some letters bold, but it works for WhatsApp. It works when you're typing with your computer, when you're trying to prepare a document. Okay, so if there are things that needs to be emphasized, use the bold. Make it bold. Make that sentence bold or make that word bold. Okay, or you can use uppercase. Then use italics too for sites that allow that. I've not seen that work in Facebook. I don't know if that works for Facebook. Excuse me. So use bold letters, underline your words, very relevant. Use italics, but use them sparingly. Don't fill the whole information. Don't fill the whole copy with that. Don't fill your whole post with that. Use them sparingly. Use them when it's necessary, but use them. Okay. Now you have to be consistent between the head. There has to be a consistency between the headline, the title, and the content. Make it consistent. Make it consistent. And by making it consistent, I mean there should be that relationship between them. Okay, let it be consistent. If you're using a particular format, if you're using a particular word or rhyme, if you're writing it as a poem, then let it be consistent. Okay, let your title, the startup and the ending, the body of the copy you're writing, let it be consistent. Let it be a unison. Let it just flow. Let your reader enjoy it as though it's one beautiful piece, like that magical piece that they are reading. So make it consistent. Then Write for the common man. Don't use highfalutin words. That is why copywriting is not for professionals, not for English students. Okay, it's not English students that write the best copies. No, it's not the professor that writes the best copies. No, the professor can be a professor and yes, not convince or persuade anybody to do anything, even with the sweetest words. So write for the common man, because especially if you're putting something on your social media platform, because you have big audience, you have a larger audience, you have audience both those that are learned, those that are not learned. So always try to write for the common man when you're writing to the general public, when you're posting out there on social media platform. Write for the common man. Except if you're writing to a learned person, you're writing to a CEO of a company, then you have to choose your words carefully and make sure you also sound learned, you also sound, confident, and you know what you're doing. Okay, you know your words, know your English very well. But when you're putting things like on social media, avoid highfalutin words, avoid trying to blow grammar, avoid trying to impress. Okay, copies are not to impress. You're not trying to impress anybody, you're trying to persuade people. So the normal language you use to persuade people, use those languages. Okay, so you write for the common man, write things that they can easily read, they can easily understand. You don't need to stress or start looking for dictionary to understand what you're saying. Okay, so they don't have to start looking for dictionary to understand what you're saying. Write for words, write for the common man. Then don't use long words when a short one can do. If there are times when short words can do, use those short words. Okay, don't make the sentence too long and I'm trying to crack my head to understand the sentence or what you're saying. It's going to be tiring. I'm going to log off. I'm going to swipe up and continue whatever I want to read, the next thing I want to read rather. So don't use long sentences or long words when there are short words that can take in those positions. So basically what I do is I write my copy, and that's what I do in my proofreading, to go through the things I've written and see if there are times or places where I can extract those sentences and put shorter words or shorter sentences or shorter phrase or clause in those places. Okay, so that is what your proofreading should achieve. As you're proofreading, you're asking yourself, are there other words that can take up these words? Are there other good English I can speak in this area? Okay, so it helps you make your corrections and you proofread your work and come up with something concise yet beautiful, attractive, and intriguing. Okay, that is the aim, guys. So avoid using long words and make sure you're keeping it short. Okay, use short words where it can actually be short. Then things like Grammarly, okay, it cites like Grammarly. Grammarly helps you correct your words, okay. It helps you with punctuation, it helps you with grammar, it helps you with spelling, okay, especially grammar and spelling. I use Grammarly all the time, okay. In my keypad, it's already installed there. So if I want to correct an email or whatever I'm writing, I just copy it and paste, and then I click my Grammarly. Okay, I activate my Grammarly keypad. Sometimes I don't leave it on all through because it can be annoying when I'm typing on WhatsApp and it's trying to correct my English and stuff like that. Okay, but when I want to write like professional thing, okay, I copy it and paste, I turn on my Grammarly button, and then it gives me a correction. Sometimes it tells me where the words I use should not be there, where I should use for, not to, where I should use this, not that, where I should punctuate, okay, where there should be a full stop or a flow of words. So it also corrects spelling and give you different ways to spell, the correct way to spell that word. That's the way computers do. And they tell you that this word is not correct, and they underline it in red, and you click it to find out the correct spelling. So Grammarly does that for you. So in correcting your grammar, like it does that. Like when I first tried it, I was surprised. Are you kidding me? My check is it was right. It was supposed to be another conjunction word, not the one I used. It has corrected me a couple of times, to for, with to something else. So it corrects your grammar and also corrects your spelling. Okay, so Grammarly helps you. So as a copywriter, let that application, that site be a friend. It has the paid version anyway. I don't use the paid version. Those paid versions, and then I just download it into my phone as part of my keypad. Okay, so Grammarly helps you. Okay, you can also get it as a Chrome extension. Then every piece of your content should include at least one image. Okay, so these are basic rules to writing sales copies, to writing content that sells. Every piece of your content should include at least one image. Okay, an image speaks. I told us that picture speaks louder words than write-ups. Picture speaks more than write-ups. Pictures give so many information in just that one look. You're just looking at one picture, and yet you're getting so many information. You're getting so many things. You're already connecting one thing to another. So in every copy you write, make sure you attach one image. That's why I also told us that copywriters also work hand in hand with graphic designers, because if you know how to design, you can just actually design that picture by yourself. But if you don't know how to design, you can write the exact words, those beautiful words, intriguing words, and persuasive words that you want to be there in the flyer or in the graphics design or in the image, and send it to a graphic designer to design for you, and then you get to pay the person. Okay, so images can also attract attention. Your flyer can also attract attention. It attracts the attention and brings it to your page and brings it to your site, and then they get to read the other part of the copy that you've written. Okay, so every page that is have one image. Now, things you should never do. Things you should never do. I said this class is going to be 1 hour, and it's almost 1 hour. We're going to complete the 9 shortly. So things you should never do. Do not copy and paste someone else's work. Okay. Now, this also applies to the things I said, the basic rules I said also applies to hard copies, okay? Including an image, keeping it simple, spacing out your work, using Grammarly, paragraphing well, not selling with every piece, using common, writing writing for a common man. All these things still apply to art copy, both sales and art copy, okay? Especially the image part, the video part, use videos as well. This works for sales, for art copy. Write an ad, make sure there's a video attached. Video goes more viral than pictures. It goes viral than messages. It goes viral than write-ups alone. So include pictures, include images. Now, include pictures, include videos, either of them, any of them, okay? And I know that Facebook will not allow you to use picture and video in any post you want to promote. Once there's a picture and video, it does not get to promote. I've noticed that. Okay, so use one. Okay, use one, especially if it's for Facebook adverts. Use one. Now, things you should never do. Things you should never do, both for your sales copy, your ads copy, your email copy, your landing page copy, whatever whatever copy you're writing. Things you should never do. Number one, do not copy and paste someone else's work. Don't copy and paste someone else's work. Yeah. Beautiful copies you're going to read. There are beautiful copies you're going to see out there. There are beautiful copies that you're going to fall in love with. But never copy it and paste as your own copy. Never copy it as your own. Be authentic. You can get ideas and inspiration from those copies, but don't copy it and paste as your own. Okay? Don't copy it and paste your own. If you can still hear me, I want to say something in the comment section, so I know you can still hear me loud and clear. Okay? If you can hear me loud and clear, please say something in the comment section. I would love to hear our comments. Okay? So number 2, what you must not do. Okay? So do not use a content spinner to rewrite an existing article or post. Some people do that. They get a content spinner. Okay? There are several sites out there that can spin sentences and change it. It will still be the same thing, it will still carry the same message, but it's just, spin the words around or use other words in place of the original words. So avoid using that, because that's plagiarism. It's still someone's work that you're trying to just change, spin the words around, but it's still someone's idea. Okay, you can learn and construct your own English, and construct your own sentences, and construct your own flyer, and construct your own slides. Okay, so be original. Don't copy and paste. Don't spin contents and then it rewrites it and then you're using it as your own article. No, be authentic. Use your own words, add your own flavor to it, add your own life, add your own ingredients to it, and it will be outstanding, because nobody can write it exactly the way you're writing it. Okay, now number 3, don't use clickbait. Okay, don't clickbait your headlines. Don't clickbait your headlines. And by clickbait, I mean let your headline not be saying something different from the body of your copy. Sometimes you want to attract attention, especially those that run ads or those that do email copy. Yes, we want to attract attention, and then what we do is we write a headline that's going to be attractive just to get the attention, but then the body of the write-up or the body of the copy doesn't have any relationship with the headline. Okay, so you come and say, let's say you write, the president is dead. Now that's your headline, and you want to use it to attract attention. You want to use it to get people to click. Okay, you know how LinkedIn works, yes, how Facebook works, how email works. There's just that little part that comes out first, because the whole thing don't always show at the same time. That short part comes out first, that first line comes out first, and then they now write read more or click to read more. It comes out. It works for LinkedIn. It's like that for Facebook. It's like that for email. They're just that small part that comes out, and so you now use that attractive sentence, that intriguing headline. The present is there because you know that it's going to attract attention. But then at the long run, or in your copy or whatever you're now writing, there is no relationship between your topic and the body of the letter or the body of the copy. That is what we call clickbait, and that is wrong. Okay, do not clickbait your headline, not clickbait your body of the letter. Let your headline be intriguing, but let there be a connection. Don't deceive your customers, don't deceive your audience. Let there be a connection between the both. Okay, let it just flow. Let them have a relationship. Let them have a relationship. Okay, now don't also pay somebody else to write a rubbish copy. Okay, probably you're busy and then you're trying to catch up with time, and then you pay someone else to write a copy. That is nonsense. That is not appropriate. And then you send it to the person as your own. It's your name that you're actually portraying. It's your brand you're portraying. So even if someone is writing it for you, proofread it and make corrections before you send it. Okay, so avoid anything that would tarnish your brand or make you not to be trustworthy or make your client not to come back for you again. These are the things you should avoid. Okay, so I hope you've all learned something in today's class, and I don't know if you have questions. Are there things you're yet to understand? Are there things you want to know about? Do you have any question about sales copy, ads copy, email copy? Okay, as I'm waiting for our questions, I'll just quickly run through landing page copy. So landing page copy is just the copy you write on landing pages. Okay, so sometimes people send an email or they run an ad, and then at the end they are telling you to click a link to a site where you get your free ebook, or where you get your bonus, or where you get to sign up for a free online class or something. So those places they are sending you to are landing pages, and copywriters write things that are in landing pages. I don't know if you're on Stake Course. If you're on Stake Course, just open stakecourse.com and you see their page there. Which other sites do we have that? Joshua and Bar's site. You also see that there. Okay, so if you open, what's the name of that site? funnelhackers.com, you're going to see the landing page. That's the landing page. Okay, so websites have landing pages where clients always land first before they start clicking those other options in the 3 dots, on the 3 dashes, to find out more information about the site. So the first place that people come to on a website is called the landing page, or wherever people land first from your link is the landing page. So copywriters also write things that there, and to make that place outstanding, you also have to apply some of these things you said, but specifically try to make your headline bold. Try to bolden the things you're writing. I wish my system really came on. It has really been an invitation for me to share some of the things I want to share. I would have shown us the example of, I would have just opened the site now to share with us. But someone can remind me in class, I'll just screenshot it and send us the link so we can check it up ourselves. If you just look at the site, okay, just type funnelhacker.com, stakecourse.com, or which other sites have I been to that is like that? But I think I'm very sure of this too. Okay, so if you just click that, it's going to lead you to a landing page where you're going to see information about the products they want you to buy. Okay, so that landing page is actually what we call landing page copy, because copywriters write the landing page copy, write the information there. So if you look very well at those different landing pages, see that there are some words that are bold. Okay, they still follow the same principle of writing your headline, writing a wonderful story. They use, in fact, that is where testimonial works a lot. They will put the picture of the person that is giving the testimony, write the name of the person, and write, this is what Jenny says, this is what Kane said, this is what this person said. So those words are beautifully designed, and it's the work of our copywriters to do that. So landing pages are also done by copywriters. So look at examples of these landing pages, and you're going to see how those copies are being arranged, okay, how the words are being, those big words, those persuasive words are put in bold letters, they are colored, the font. You have to work with a website designer to do that, because you write the information and the website designer now gets to use the information you've written to design that website. So basically that's for landing page, but it follows the same principle, the same building blocks of a sales copy, okay? But most importantly, you should impute so many testimonials there. Testimonials, you use scarcity. That's where you go and you see timer counting down, people are trying to use scarcity and telling you that you have 3 hours to buy the product or pay for the product or sign up for the class and stuff like that. So I think what will help us is me sending us examples, okay? So I'm still going to send us examples on the class group chat. I'm going to click and send us examples of those sites. I'll screenshot them and show us and show us how it works, especially for the landing page, and how you can arrange your write-ups to be intriguing, to be attractive. Because if you don't see the examples, I don't think you understand exactly how I'm explaining that. I can see the picture in my head. I've seen several sites like that. I was even working on creating a website for myself, and I was exploring those different websites, and it helped me learn a lot about websites and landing pages, okay? So you can just take samples and take cue from there. I will send us some sites to go and check out in the class group chat, but then you can take cue from there and then check other sites, okay, that you come across or bump across. Or if you just see ads, okay, on Facebook, click those ads, click the link that you click. Even if you don't want to buy, get attracted to ads, because there are things you love doing and you want to learn to do. So get attracted to ads, click those things that you click, and look at how they design their landing pages, okay? It's really going to help you know, in case someone wants to help them and write a landing page copy. You definitely have an information on how to arrange that, how to write that, okay? So remember that websites work hand in hand with copywriters. Website designers work hand in hand with copywriters. When someone wants to start a website, open a website, they get a designer, they get a copywriter, and the copywriter will write the about me section, will write the words, almost all the words in the website, okay? We tend to write it, then give the designer to now design. Sometimes we get to do both, especially if you've learned how to design. Or sometimes there are some websites, there are some sites that gives you website templates, okay? So you already have something like WordPress, okay? It's a site that has templates already. So if you want to open a website with WordPress, there are already templates there that you can just input your words and arrange the way you want to arrange it, okay? But if you're not into web designing, or you don't have interest in learning the designing part, you can just learn to write copies, then work with the designer and create websites for people, okay? So that works too, and that is specifically for landing pages. Now, landing page can also even not be a website. It can be a YouTube channel, it can be a WhatsApp page where you have automated messages. People just click the link and they land at your website, or they land at your WhatsApp page and they drop a message there. You need to learn to create automated messages, okay? When they send those messages, when they send those DMs to you, what comes up first? Sometimes it might not be online to always respond. That is why business accounts would have automated messages. So as a copywriter, make sure you're intentional about that copy. When you're writing something beautiful that would attract them and make them take the next step. So sometimes you can just put in there the information about your business and then ask them the next question. Do you want to buy? Do you want more information? What are the person just clicks, and then as the person is clicking, the person getting a response, even without you being online, okay? So there are different ways to get people to register for something or to make a sale, okay? The landing page can be to a website, which is more professional. You have your website, even as the copywriter, you brand your website, you have different samples of your copy there. You can always go out there and check out something and check out about you, your business, or even put some bonuses there, or books on copywriting there, or stuff on copywriting. So as people are landing there, they're having different things to explore, and they're also having a call to action, okay, to take, where they will now go and register or sign up for your class or employ your services, okay? So I don't know if you understand everything we've learned today. I want to hear us say something in the comment section, a response. We are done for tonight. All the things we are supposed to talk about, which we've talked about. The other practicals will come up in class, where I will give us samples and screenshots and links to go and check out these things and come and ask questions. So are we good to go? Are we still confused? Do we understand? I want to hear your assessment in the comment section. Do you understand everything we've talked about? Any question whatsoever? James, Grace, who are those? David, and the rest of us here. Do you have questions? Any confusion? If you understand, just tell me I understood everything, then we call it a night. If you understand, say I understand. If there are confusions, say there are confusions here and there. I want to know more about this and that. Let's bring it on, so we call it a night. Any questions? All right, no questions. So I think that we understood everything. If you still have more questions, or if you have questions later on, don't forget to ask in class, okay? So drop your questions in class and I will get to answer them there. I believe I've responded to everybody that sent me a DM and I've taken care of our questions, okay? I think I only have one copy to review. Someone sent me a copy recently and I'm yet to review. I think Bolaji, I'm yet to review your copy. I'll take a look at that this night and give you a feedback, okay? So I believe we are good to go. Please, if you're here to subscribe, do well to click the link, click the subscribe button rather than subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you get information when we're posting videos. Right, tomorrow's class we are going to be looking at how to set up our social media platforms professionally, and on Tuesday we are having Emmanuel come back to our live session to teach us more on social media marketing, TikTok, how to make it on TikTok, how to make money on those different platforms. And I want you to get ready for that class because it's going to come with greater value, okay, than you had the last time. So guys, I'm going to see us tomorrow by 8 p.m. and I want you to get ready for what we're going to learn. If you have a social media platform, start reviving because we are going to set it up professionally and we are going to kickstart it as our professional copywriter branding account and stuff like that, or our business account as well. So you get to know how to set it up before my back comes to trust more on how to use it to make money. Your account should be set up professionally. I remember he talked about it in the last class when he came, and he mentioned that you have to position yourself appropriately, and the positioning, your account should be set up appropriately so people get to know that you're really in for business and you know what you're going, you know your stuff very well. Okay, so we're going to talk about that tomorrow, and I'll teach us how to professionally set up our accounts. Then on Tuesday we are going to have Emmanuel join us. On Wednesday we are going to be having Daniel Lombard join us. We have a lot packed for this week already, and I want you to get ready for it. Okay, at this point we'll call it a night. Thank you all for joining. I will see you tomorrow by 8 p.m. Until then, do well to practice, do your assignments, write your copy, send it for me to review, ask your questions in class, and you will definitely get feedbacks. Okay, so I hope you are good to go for the night. Thank you all for joining.